I'm sorry, Shingo. I want to start thinking about my future. My mom told me I should marry someone in a suit, so you understand, right?
Why? Okada, why are you with the goddess? Why? Because she's my fiancée. We're going to see my parents. A small factory in a big world. An ordinary man was living his life. Okada, the deadline's coming up, so I'm counting on you. Yes, sir. The sounds of machines, the sounds of coworkers. I listen to the sounds of my life. My name is Shingo Okada. I was wearing my work uniform, soaked in the scent of grease. I was 27, working at an auto parts factory. Sir, did you eat breakfast? You won't last until lunch. Okada, you can hear my stomach through the noise of all these machines? He held his stomach shyly and laughed. He was the factory chief. He was friendly and took care of his workers. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to listen. Please, eat. I've always had sensitive hearing. I could hear all kinds of sounds. As a kid, I didn't like that sometimes. But my mom would laugh and say it was my talent. Thanks to that, I think of it as my strength.
The chief looked happy eating his rice ball in the office. He said you were kind.
I was drinking coffee in the break area when a woman came up to me laughing. Her name is Kurara Ushiro, 29. She works in the office of this little factory. She's in accounting, and she's my girlfriend. Hello, Miss Ushiro. I'm glad to hear that. She was around 2 years older than me. We started dating 6 months ago. I think it started from something small. Do you need something from our employee here? One day, I saw a group of shady guys bothering Miss Ushiro outside the factory. I intervened. Miss Ushiro said she was really scared and started telling me she liked me after that.
I love you for protecting me then. I want you to go out with me.
6 months ago, she told me this, and we started dating. I have bosses that I look up to, coworkers I can work hard with, and a girlfriend that supports me. I'm lucky. I was living a happy life, but... Huh? Are you Okada? A man passing by the factory called out to me. Miss Ushiro and I looked at him. Shirakawa? Why are you here? I work at a company near here. I switched jobs, so now I'm in sales. Okada, I heard you were working at some factory, but what's this? Ha! Your uniform is so dirty. You were always pretty dumb, so I guess you can only do this kind of stuff. Shiito Shirakawa. We were in the same class and have known each other since preschool. He always targeted me. I hadn't seen him since high school, but he hasn't changed.
Shingo, do you know him?
Miss Ushiro tugged at my finger and asked me hesitantly. Honestly, I didn't want to introduce him to her. I didn't know what to tell her, so I nodded silently. Oh, excuse me. I'm a former classmate of his. Are you all right? This greasy man is not good enough for a beautiful woman like you.
What? Beautiful? You look nice in your suit too.
Miss Ushiro looked happy to be called beautiful. I guess being complimented is nice. Thank you. I just got it made. As a salesman, I have to mind how I look. Apparently, Shirakawa just switched jobs to a company near here. As soon as he found out that Miss Ushiro was my girlfriend, he got close and started talking to her. I'm gonna go back to work now. It must be hard to be blue collar. Get greasy and work hard, Okada. Ha ha. You don't have to tell me. Blue collar. I know that's what you call people who work physical jobs. Shirakawa looked down on people like that. He took pride in being a white-collar salesman. That day, my peaceful life started falling apart. A month later, on a day in August.
I'm sorry, Shingo. I want to start thinking about my future. My mom told me I should marry someone in a suit, so you understand, right?
Miss Ushiro was 29. I knew she was around the age where people started thinking about marriage. Still, Miss Ushiro had said that we could get to know each other slowly, but in the end, she chose her partner based on their job. It can't be helped. Ha! She said she wanted me over some factory worker. I saw Shirakawa pull her in like he owned her, and said my goodbye to her. This festival hasn't changed since we were kids. It was the middle of August. It was a holiday in Japan, so I was back home. I was at a small local festival that was held annually at the shrine. Anytime I came home, I would come to this shrine. Maybe I'll buy some noodles and go home. Hey, Shingo! What are the chances? How have you been? Shuta? You were back too? Yeah, I make it a thing to come visit my Grammy during this holiday. It was my friend from back home, Shuta Aoki. He was a year older than me, but we played together a lot in elementary school. In 5th grade, he moved because of his parents' work. He loved his grandma. He always came to visit his grandma's gravesite. He was a truly kind friend. Oh, yeah, Shingo, you come too. Let's do a mini reunion. Mini reunion? I tilted my head. He smiled at me like a little boy. It reminded me of old times. Everyone, I found Shingo, so I brought him. All my local friends who happened to be at the festival were huddled in the corner of the shrine. Some of them were Shuta's classmates, and some were mine. Back then, we all played together. Are you surprised? We didn't plan this. We all happened to see each other. Are you feeling emo? The familiar faces, all the memories came rushing back. I felt emo.
Shingo, how are you?
Miss Suzuki? Long time no see. Probably since our coming of age day. I'm doing good.
You haven't changed.
Hmm? Her eyes rounded for a second. Then she put on a lovely smile. Mika Suzumoto. She was like a goddess to us back then.
How are you now? You're not in the area anymore, right?
Yeah, I live in the city by myself. I work at a small factory there.
You're a factory worker? Does that mean you wear uniforms?
She kept confirming that I did, but I didn't feel like she was insulting me.
Can I ask you something?
What?
What kind of uniform do you wear? There are all kinds of colors and types, right?
Huh? I wear a jumpsuit, I guess?
A jumpsuit? You wear a jumpsuit to work?
Huh? Miss Suzumoto? Why are you buried all of a sudden? I was puzzled by this first-time reaction. Why was she buried? She kept mumbling and held her red cheeks with her small hands. I rubbed my eyes, but she was still buried.
I love...
What?
Mika, calm down. I know you like guys in work uniforms more than in suits, but...
It was Miss Kurumoto. I remembered her as the responsible person who took care of Miss Suzumoto.
I'm sorry, Okada. Mika has a thing for guys in work uniforms. She especially loves jumpsuits.
I see. That scared me. The holiday season was over. It was the first weekend since I came back to my hometown. Thankfully, I wasn't sad about Miss Ushiro. After that mini reunion, Shuta suggested we all go to an izakaya nearby. I exchanged contact info with Miss Suzumoto there. She said she wanted to meet today.
Why aren't you in your jumpsuit?
I wear normal clothes on weekends. She looked truly disappointed. Her cheeks were red. She was so cute. You really like jumpsuits, huh? I'm sorry to let you down.
Oh, you've always been so pure and honest.
Huh? Really? I never noticed myself.
Even when you talked about your ex-girlfriend, you didn't say anything bad about her.
That night at the reunion, I opened up to everyone about being dumped. I knew it wasn't a fun story, so I cut it short. I didn't know that's how she saw it.
I always thought you were a kind person, but you can get a little angrier, you know?
Since I was young, I never talked a lot. I wasn't the type to wear my heart on my sleeve. People always said I was hard to read.
Okay, I'm gonna go crazy for your sake today too.
Thank you. I feel better already.
Already? We haven't even started.
I bet she doesn't know how much her smile saves people. We started seeing each other pretty frequently. My time with Miss Suzumoto, no, with Mika, was my comfort. Time passed. It was the next spring. Miss Ushiro said her goodbyes to the workers. It's been 6 months since she married Shirakawa. She was leaving the company.
Stay healthy, Mr. Okada.
You helped me grow a lot. I couldn't just say bye. The other workers did not like her either. I wonder how she felt. Okada, you're a really good kid. You've been through a lot, but you were polite to her. You're also the kindest. I don't compare. I can be like this because of everyone's support. I'm looking forward to continuing to work with you, Okada. I'll continue to work hard. I didn't feel anything anymore toward Miss Ushiro. I wanted to do whatever I could for this company. A few months later, it was summer again. Work was going normally. This sound. There was a strange sound coming from the large press machine. I checked it again, but I heard the sound again. Okada, you're frozen. What's wrong? Since it was the busy period, the factory chief was here. He looked puzzled. Sir, there's a strange sound coming from the press. It happens even at low rotation, so I think it's worn down. What? Everyone around me stopped what they were doing. We should take it apart and inspect it. It could be fatal. But the deadline, the workers couldn't hide their worry. It made sense. The other day, we had some trouble with a client and our deadline was right there. I'm surprised you noticed. Normally, you'd only hear it if you work it too hard. This was a small factory. We didn't have a safety team like bigger companies, so the factory chief took that responsibility. Honestly, if we stop at all today, we won't meet the deadline. But you're right. I have absolute trust in your knowledge and ears. I'll take responsibility. Okada, can you help? Yes, I'll do it right away. Can everyone else help too? We used a ceiling crane and other machines to check. As a result, we found that the bearings were worn down. We had to replace them right away to prevent an accident. I didn't think it was this bad. This was dangerous. After, we kept checking and taking it apart. We managed to fix the press machine somehow. It delayed our work, but we were able to minimize the delay. You really saved us. If we kept going, we would have been delayed multiple days rather than one. Great job. My coworkers agreed with him. But because we had to put our work on pause, there was no room in the schedule. At this rate, I won't make it to my thing today. I sent a message of apology during my break. It was 8 p.m. It was way past the end of the day. I went home with my hands still dirty. I feel so bad for Mika. I had made plans to see Mika today. It was her birthday. I had made reservations at a fancy restaurant, and canceled the day of.
Shingo!
Hmm?
I'm here.
Mika was there in front of the factory. She saw how surprised I was and laughed. She didn't look upset at all. Mika, I'm so sorry for today. You came all this way.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother you, but I wanted to see you. And I thought it was my chance to see you in a jumpsuit, so I had to. I knew it. You look so good. You're so handsome, Shingo.
This is the best birthday ever, she laughed. Even if my classmates laugh at my dirty uniform, even if my ex laughs at me, it didn't affect me at all. It was all thanks to Mika. Before I knew it, I was on one knee.
Shingo?
I want you to forgive me for doing it in these clothes. Mika, will you marry me?
Jeez. There isn't any other way to propose that would make me happier. Of course I will.
Her beautiful dress didn't match the factory at all. It fluttered in the wind. Her sweet scent seemed to erase the smell of the grease. A few weeks after the proposal, I was back home for the holidays again. 10 minutes from the station by car, I got to my family home and got out of the car. Thanks for taking me. I'll treat you later. Thanked the driver. Wait, what are you doing here? Shirakawa. Terrible timing. I ran into a familiar face as soon as I got out of the car. It was Shiito Shirakawa and Karara. The now husband and wife were there. My house and Shirakawa's were really close. It wasn't so strange to run into each other. Why are you in a suit? Are you looking for a job? No, I'm still working as a factory worker at that factory. Ha! I knew that. You look best in a jumpsuit, right, Karara?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Miss Ushiro was frozen. I felt like her cheeks were flustered, but maybe that was in my head. Shirakawa saw that and clicked his tongue. He glared at me. You still smell like grease in a suit. I feel bad for the suit. Also, do you guys have time to be back home for the holidays? Go to work. Why do you have to tell me that? Huh, why? You're playing dumb. Haha, you.
Shingo, what's wrong?
What? Are you Mika Suzumoto? Mika came out of the car in a nice dress. Shirakawa was her classmate too, so he knew her.
You. So it was you, the one that made fun of Shingo and stole his girlfriend. Shingo is kind, so he never told me who did it, but I see now. Shirakawa, you haven't changed. You're still competing with Shingo.
Why? Okada, why are you with the goddess? Why? Because she's my fiancée. We're going to see my parents. Fiancé? See your parents? Who? And who? Mika and I? What? Shirakawa couldn't believe that Mika and I were getting married. Mika? Why are you marrying him? He works at a factory. He smells greasy and he's not good enough for you.
Why are you saying this to me? Don't call me Mika like you know me.
What?
I know that Shingo works in a factory, so what? It's more strange to me that someone who compares jobs like you was able to get married.
Mika frowned in anger. The next moment, her face lit up.
Shingo was so cool that day.
Mika, don't talk about it. I'm embarrassed.
But you proposed to me on my birthday. When I think about the silent, stoic Shingo planning that out for me, I can't help it. And and in your jumpsuit. I was so happy.
She talked about this in the car right here too. I think she's going to tell my parents the same story.
But you're in a suit today.
Why are you a little disappointed? I have to wear a suit for this.
Aw, you look different and cool in a suit too, but the jumpsuit...
I guess we were being funny. I heard laughing from the driver's seat. What? The goddess Mika fell for a guy in a work uniform? I did hear a rumor a long time ago that Shirakawa liked Mika.
Is it that important what he wears? When the time comes, he takes responsibility. He protects his work, his coworkers, and me. I love him. I love him in the suit he chose to meet my parents, the jumpsuit he works hard in, and even the pajamas he sleeps in. Shingo is the coolest.
Mika spoke loud and clear. Shirakawa had nothing to say. I pulled Mika close to me, whispered a thank you, and headed to our parents. Hey, I ran into one of your workers being lazy and taking days off. What are you thinking? I don't know about any machine troubles or what, but we gave you extra time for your sake. Shirakawa was furious. He had his phone to his ear and he was yelling. Can I take this as you speaking on behalf of the company? It was my factory chief on the phone with him. I see. We need to protect our workers as well, if you say anything more. Shirakawa inhaled deeply and tried to continue, but the phone slipped from his hands. Hey, wait! This is Aoki. It was my friend and Shirakawa's supervisor, Shuta Aoki. I apologize for my employee's behavior, sir. Oh, Aoki, that surprised me. I didn't think you'd call me like this. I have nothing to say. I'm ashamed to say it, but I didn't foresee that he could be this dumb. I will repay you for this myself. I will be reprimanding him properly. You've been good to us, Aoki. I'll leave it to you. I am grateful for your kindness. I'll be visiting soon. He was being polite to the client, but Shuta's eyes were sharply locked onto Shirakawa. When he hung up, his expression got angrier. Mr. Aoki, why are you here? This is my hometown too. Also, I was the one driving their car earlier. What? Shuta had driven us here. That meant Shuta had heard all the insults he had thrown our way. Be prepared. Shiito Shirakawa, I don't intend to forgive you. The delay occurred because the parts you ordered were the wrong measurements. I won't let you forget that. That was. You probably thought it would be fixed during inspection. That's why there was trouble during the construction. Everything had to be redone. There was machine troubles, but Shingo caught it so it was fine. We were able to minimize the delay. Tell me, why do you get to act like you're better than Shingo because of your job? Also, are you in any position to act like that to the client? You remain unfazed. I'm in disbelief. That has nothing to do with me. There's no way it doesn't. I was trying to get you removed from this project anyway, but it looks like I should take your place as soon as possible. I don't know if removing you will be enough, though. Like me, Shuta never got along with Shirakawa. Even as his boss, that didn't change.
I'm glad meeting the parents went well.
Mika and I met both of our parents. That afternoon, the two of us headed to the shrine. Both of our families were ecstatic about the marriage. We came to the shrine to celebrate that.
I don't think you remember, but I met you at this shrine when I was 5.
What? We walked around the familiar area. She spoke out suddenly.
Okada!
Miss Ushiro found me and came running. I guess she saw us walk by her house.
I'm sorry about back then. was wrong. I married someone in a suit like my mom told me, but I regret it.
She told me that they started living with her in-laws after getting married. She hated it and was exhausted.
You always covered for me. I want you to help me. Take me away from there. Do not come any closer. Move! Get out of the way! I will not. You didn't choose Shingo. You chose Shirakawa. You want him back now? Tough luck. I know. You were all over Shingo after seeing him in a suit today. How do you know that? You can't get anything past me. I could tell by looking at you. I was the same when I saw him in his jumpsuit. But I didn't fall for him because of his jumpsuit. Since we were young, Shingo was always full of gratitude. That hasn't changed. He always says thanks to this. That's why I fell for him.
I opened my eyes widely. I didn't realize I always said this.
If you were dating him, you should have noticed. Not his clothes or his job, his pure heart. I know he's nice, that's why...
Miss Ushiro, thanks to you, I was able to meet my kind and lovely wife.
Okada!
I'm sorry. I can't help you anymore. The one I'm going to protect now is Mika. Also, you betrayed a lot of people. Even I can't forgive you for that. I'm not gonna praise him, but maybe you should be grateful that your husband still wants to be with you. I'll never hold her hand again. Once she realized that, she fell to her knees, sobbing. After that, Shiito Shirakawa's many mistakes and rude behavior spread throughout the office. He didn't learn from his mistakes and caused a lot of loss for his company. He was fired. Why me? Why because of that guy? He was deeply hurt that the girl he used to liked guys in work uniforms. He tried to work as a factory worker, but it wasn't an easy job for a guy with no sense of responsibility or guts. He couldn't even find a blue-collar job that he would always make fun of. I heard he's lost. As for Kurara Shirakawa, who married him and regretted it, on top of the stress from living with her in-laws, there was the stress of her unemployed husband. She was at her wit's end.
Thanks to you, I was able to grow. Even in the end, Okada was nice to me. Why didn't I realize?
She had so many regrets. She lived in hell every day. The reason she left the factory wasn't because she was retiring fruitfully.
Come on, go.
It was because she used her position in accounting to skim money from the company. She was arrested. Her motive was the stress from living with her in-laws. The police officer that brought her in was none other than Mika's friend, Kurumoto. Small world. Her in-laws hated her even more for the crime. She was a long ways away from a stress-free life. Society was tough too. She still had to pay for those losses incurred by the company. I'm sure even Shirakawa never expected the person he stole from me to do something like that.
Oh, it hurts!
When we were 5 years old, we were at the shrine for a special celebration for the 5-year-olds. Mika had tripped over her special clothes and was crying. Are you okay?
Thank you!
You know how to say thank you. Good girl. I'm glad you're not hurt. He pulled her up by the hand. It was my father, who had passed away. My dad was wearing his jumpsuit. He was reflected vibrantly in Mika's clear eyes. You can say it's all thanks to you.
Thanks to you?
I had forgotten, or never realized that was how we met.
Look, there's a picture from that day.
I know. I'm surprised you remember so far back.
It's a special memory. At the wedding, I'm gonna turn this story into a video.
Mika talked happily about our future. I was a little embarrassed, but it was a warm memory with my dad. I was happy. The phrase, thanks to you, has a special meaning in Japanese. Thanks to my father, those words were ingrained in me.
I'm leaving.
See you. Be careful. She's always so cute in her jumpsuit. I forgot to mention this. Mika Suzumoto, no, Mika Okada, is not a car mechanic. She wanted to wear a jumpsuit, so she wanted to be a mechanic. People, jobs, feelings, the world is connected in ways that I'm not even aware of.
Linking arms like this in a station full of people? Is your boyfriend okay with that?
No way. No, we broke up.
Broke up? But you were so excited about going to see her.
This indescribable soy sauce-like smile? It really feels like Japan. It hasn't even been half a year, but it already feels nostalgic. My name is Yuichi Miyamoto. I'm 22 years old, a fourth-year university student. Thanks to starting my job search early, I got an offer from a venture company by the end of my third year. So I'm studying abroad at a language school in Australia, making use of the free time until graduation. Right now, I'm back in Japan for a 2-week break. Dragging my suitcase, I headed straight for the university. I wanted to surprise my girlfriend, Amy Hanazawa, who goes to the same university. She'll definitely be surprised if I just show up without telling her. After all, she was crying her eyes out when I left. Amy missed me, even though we'd only been apart for a few months. I was heading there, picturing her face when I made my surprise appearance. But...
Masa, wanna come over to my place today? I made nikujaga.
Really? Of course I'm coming. I love your home cooking, Amy.
Maybe it's because it's masa. I tend to try extra hard.
At the terminal station near the university, a familiar voice reached my ears. Even in a crowded station, I could hear that voice clearly. No way, that can't be, I thought, clenching my pounding heart as I turned around, only to witness an unbelievable sight.
Linking arms like this in a station full of people? Is your boyfriend okay with that?
He's studying abroad, so he won't find out.
No way. Linking arms with a guy making that founding voice was Amy, who was supposed to be my girlfriend. I knew the guy next to her, of course. It was Masa Kobayashi, who goes to the same university. He's handsome, but rumored to go after girls who already have boyfriends. Amy, who cried so much when I left, seemed to have been cheating on me while I was away. My surprise really backfired, didn't it? I was calmer than I expected. Before I knew it, I had my phone out, taking pictures of Amy and Masa. How stupid. So all that time I spent thinking about Amy and smiling was just a waste, huh? Amy and I had been dating since our first year of university, and I was seriously thinking about a future with her. But all of that was completely shattered. Feeling an overwhelming urge to just disappear from Japan, I headed back the way I came. Luckily, I hadn't booked a return flight, so I bought a cheap airline ticket and decided to fly straight back to Australia. I just saw you with Kobayashi. Let's break up. Before boarding the plane, I attached the cheating photo and sent Amy a simple text breaking up with her. After confirming the message was sent, I turned on airplane mode on my phone. Consecutive flights are tough. My back is killing me. Lucky for me, the aisle seat was open, so it was easier to move around. After enduring a 10.5-hour flight, I finally returned to Melbourne, Australia. It's funny how fast I came back. Wait, will custom be okay? I felt a twinge of anxiety about such suspiciously short-term entry and exit.
Next.
Please just let me in. If I get rejected here too, I think I have a breakdown.
You just went back to Japan yesterday, didn't you? Why are you back so soon?
Well, I heard that if you lie poorly, you'll get grilled and look even more suspicious. No choice. Actually, I went to Japan to surprise my girlfriend there, but she was with another man.
You mean she cheated on you?
Yes.
What the hell? Oh my god, how terrible. That must have been so hard for you.
Yes?
You know, my boyfriend cheated on me too when I was busy with work. I totally understand how you feel. I'll put a curse on your ex-girlfriend so she bangs her pinky toe on the corner of a table once a week.
I'm sure something must have happened to her too, but right now, her kind of exaggerated reaction, typical of a foreigner, is strangely comforting. And just like that, I was able to return safely. For now, I can breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, I'm so tired. I can't believe this place feels more relaxing than Japan. I took a taxi from the airport and came back to my share house. Because students from various countries live here, we get to be interested in each other's cultures and sometimes even clash, leading to an exciting daily life. Oh, I told everyone I was going back to Japan, but I forgot to buy souvenirs.
I'm thirsty. Let's drink Thai tea. Thai tea! Huh? Let's have wine. How can you drink such sweet stuff every day? I don't want to hear that from someone who drinks alcohol in the middle of the day. It's fine. Yuichi went back to Japan to see his girlfriend, so I'm bummed out over here. Well, I'm lonely too, but I wouldn't resort to alcohol. Such a child. How dare you? Yuichi definitely prefers more mature women like me.
I'm home.
Welcome back. Wait, Yuichi? Why are you back already?
Just a bit of a story. There are fellow students from the same school. Aroma is Italian and Ratana is Thai. They're 21 and 19 respectively.
You look tired. Are you okay? Of course you'd be tired after consecutive flights over 10 hours, it's obvious. But I'm happy you came back early. Now we can spend the rest of the break together. Hold on. Yuichi is supposed to go shopping and relax at cafes with me. You decided that on your own, Aruma. Are you planning to make him carry your bags? I would never make Yuichi do that. Ratana, you're just going to talk about anime with Yuichi, aren't you? He'll get bored eventually. What? All Japanese people like Ghibli, right? Don't you know Spirited Away, Spirited Away? I like Tales from Earthsea. Is it too difficult for children?
Tales from Earthsea. Jiro Senki?
I'm saying I like it after watching all of Ghibli's works. Don't underestimate an otaku. All of them? Even Italians would be surprised by that level of devotion.
Watching their back and forth, I pulled out my phone from my pocket. Oh, I forgot to turn off airplane mode. The moment I tapped the screen, Amy appeared in the notification bar.
Got it!
Just 4 characters, seeing such a code message. My face clouded over. So this is it? Huh?
A message from your girlfriend? You look pretty down for that.
Arama was the first to notice something was off with me, letting the flow take over. I felt like I wanted to talk to someone right now. No, we broke up.
What? Broke up? But you were so excited about going to see her.
They widened their eyes at the sudden news. I showed them the pictures and told them everything that happened in Japan.
What? That's unbelievable. She thought she could get away with it if she just kept quiet, didn't she? That's too cowardly. Just hearing about it makes me furious. Why aren't you angry, Yuichi?
It's more like I just became completely cold about it and thought, I'm done with this. I heard the guy she cheated with, Kobayashi, is handsome and fluent in English. He's even got a job offer from a major foreign company. I can't possibly compete with someone like that.
Handsome? I think Yuichi is way more handsome.
Just hearing you say that makes me happy.
So that means, Yuichi, you're single now.
Huh? Yeah, I guess so.
It's a shame about your girlfriend, but maybe it's good to move on to the next love, don't you think? Me too! I would never cheat. And I know so many more good things about Yuichi than Emi does, you know.
The two of them talked to me in a way that kept me from dwelling too much. Their kindness made me smile.
Cheers.
2 weeks later, I was having dinner at a restaurant with my roommates.
Yuichi, come on, drink up. Let's just forget about your ex-girlfriend.
I'm not dwelling on it that much. Thanks to the friends I made here, I barely think about Amy anymore. School had started again, and the moderate busyness was actually quite comforting.
Oh, Yuichi.
But coincidence is a terrifying thing, and I froze on the spot. Amy and Kobayashi had appeared right in front of me. Why are you here?
It's our last summer vacation in college, so we decided to go abroad.
But you didn't have to choose this country specifically.
You saw the picture, right? So these two are. They're those two, aren't they? That's right. Could you let us share your table, Yuichi? They said it's full, but we're so hungry.
No way. My friends are here too.
Okay, Yuichi's friends are more than welcome. Woo!
You idiot. Just because you don't know the situation.
And so reluctantly, I ended up having dinner with Amy and Kobayashi.
Is your place nearby, Yuichi?
Over there.
You seem to be doing well. I'm relieved.
Amy smiled softly. I used to love that smile until recently, but now it's just like a flimsy piece of paper. Come to think of it, Amy was the type who could go out drinking one-on-one with guys other than me. Maybe the cheating was inevitable.
You're super beautiful. Totally my type. What's your name?
Kobayashi must be a lightweight. She seemed to be drunk already. He was very interested in Aroma, but she wasn't reciprocating.
So your name is Aruma? Hey, wanna exchange SNS? Come on, let's do it. Please, please, please.
Oh, you're so persistent. Even among Japanese people, you're so different.
Come on, don't be so cold.
I'll just exchange it and block him later, I guess.
Yes, got the blonde beauty's SNS.
Ugh, this is the worst. I'm deleting it as soon as I get home. Huh? Is this? Sticking your nose out for a foreigner, you idiot, Masa. Emmy? Huh? You know my name? Because Yuichi talked about you a lot. Ah, I see. That kind of thing, huh? So you know we broke up too. Why did you do something like that? Yuichi is such a good person. Well, Masa's obviously more promising for the future, isn't he? What do you mean? Like he'll be a good husband or a good father? Of course not. It's about money. Money! You see, Masa got a job offer from a big foreign company. In the future, his annual income will exceed 30 million yen. 30 million! So that's what you wanted to get, even if it meant betraying Yuichi. Yuichi's just going to a venture company. No way a new graduate should go to a venture company. Huh? What's wrong with that? Because it's a valuable new graduate card, you know? It's a waste if you don't use it to get into a good company. I don't understand what you're saying. So for you, a venture company isn't a good company? Well, something like that. You have to snag a guy who looks like he'll earn a lot while you still can.
Unbeknownst to me, sparks are flying fiercely in front of the women's restroom.
Yuichi, person. He's serious, honest, straightforward, and pure. My friend Aruma also says she likes those qualities about him. To cherish a girlfriend since their first year of university. I admire him for that, even though I myself like Yuichi. Oh, so Yuichi is quite popular, huh? You trampled on his feelings like that. Don't you feel bad about it? Feel bad? Why would I feel bad? This isn't the first time I cheated. Huh? Of course. I've got lots of guys on the hook, keeping them on the back burner. You too. Don't play the good girl. You should play your cards right. Emmy, you're drunk, aren't you? Well, with the overseas vibe and alcohol, of course I'd be in a good mood. Let me tell you something, innocent Ratana. If you want to marry a rich man, you have to do at least this much, you know. I have no such intentions. Oh, well, whatever. I'm heading back first.
What Amy showed Ratana was a series of message exchanges with numerous men. Ratana was completely disgusted by the overly calculating and condescending advice. 3 days had passed since the strange dinner party with those strange members. The other roommates were out, so Rama and I decided to do our school assignments together in the living room. A presentation next week, huh? I get nervous talking in front of people.
Why? It's just presenting about your own country, isn't it?
I envy your cheerfulness. But since coming here, I've become more proactive than before, and I can express myself clearly. Environment really matters, doesn't it?
When you first got here, Yuichi, your voice was so quiet, wasn't it? I think I told you to speak more clearly a lot.
Thinking back, it might be thanks to Arama.
You should be grateful.
Japanese people who tend to avoid saying yes or no seem to be an unknown creature to Arama. At the beginning of my study abroad, I sometimes got depressed by my own weakness of not being able to express my opinions clearly.
But now I know that's Japanese kindness, and I don't intend to force anything on you. Yuichi, you're wonderful even if you don't try to change. Be confident.
Thanks. I feel a bit more energetic now. I must have been unconsciously tired due to Emi and Kobayashi's visit. I felt like she was subtly looking out for me, and Arama's unspoken kindness warmed my heart.
All right, let's hurry and finish our assignments and go somewhere fun.
Just as we're about to buckle down and focus, that's when it happened. I wonder if it's Ratana or Thomas.
Those two have keys, don't they? It must be a delivery.
Since the doorbell rang lightly, I stopped what I was doing and headed to the entrance.
You bastard!
Whoa, what's your problem? When I opened the door, it was Kobayashi who yelled that. Emi was standing behind him, her face distorted.
It's your fault! Don't do something so petty just because your girl was taken.
Calm down. What are you talking about? Surprised by Kobayashi's sudden outburst, Arama also rushed out from the back.
Well, if it isn't the drunk guy again, what do you want?
The company I got an offer from found I was drinking alcohol my first year of university. I got an email saying they want to confirm the facts.
That's none of my business. How would I know about past actions?
Only you would have motive to do something like this, holding a grudge against me.
I'm telling you, I don't know.
You anonymously reported me to the company, didn't you? I'll forgive you if you just say it was a mistake now.
How can I correct something I didn't do?
Don't play dumb!
Oh, that was me.
Huh?
At those words, Kobayashi stopped moving as if a switch had been flicked off.
Aruma did?
When you forced me to exchange social media, I was looking at your profile a bit before blocking you to see what kind of person you were. I was curious about what kind of person would casually date someone else's girlfriend. And then, I found a post from 3 years ago with a picture of you holding a beer.
No way.
It even had the polite caption, "I drank it." So I screenshotted it and reported it to your company.
No way. How do you even know my prospective company, Aroma?
Don't you remember? You bragged about it endlessly while you were completely wasted. By the way, my dad works for that company too, and he's currently on a solo assignment at the Japan branch. So I wrote all the details in an email and sent it to my dad.
In contrast to Aroma, who was laughing cheerfully, Masa's face turned as red as a tomato.
You might get my job offer revoked because of this? I finally got into a big company. What are you going to do about it? I'm talking to you in English, aren't I?
If it's that serious, shouldn't you go back right away?
Damn it! Yeah, I was going to confront you before going back and make you explain to the company on my behalf.
Masa, we really should get going soon or we'll run out of time.
Don't touch me!
Kobayashi and Emi, who had arrived so noisily, left like a storm after a 5-minute stay. Given that there's a picture of him drinking as a minor, the outcome might be severe for him. Is this everything? It's heavy, right? Want me to carry some?
No, I'm okay. Yuichi's bag already has the heavier stuff.
1 month later, we decided to throw a welcome party because a new roommate had moved into our shared house. Ratana and I were on shopping duty and had come to the supermarket.
I won rock, paper, scissors to go shopping with Yuichi after all. I want to take our time going back.
Sorry, it's a call. Can I take this? Noticing my phone vibrated continuously in my pocket, I set my bags down on a nearby bench.
From your family in Japan? Yuichi, what's wrong?
It was from a university friend, but since we weren't close enough to usually call each other, I found it strange. I figured something might have happened, so I decided to answer for now. Hello, what's up? A call that's unusual.
Hello, Yuichi. It's me, Emi.
Amy?
Sorry, my number was blocked, so I asked someone to call for me.
Contact from Amy, whom I thought I'd never have to deal with again, instantly made me uncomfortable. What do you want?
Oh, you see, Masa and I broke up. His job offer was officially revoked and I thought it would be a bit much to date someone with no job offer, so I was the one who broke up with him.
Oh, really? So what? You're not trying to get back together, are you?
At the time you went abroad, Yuichi, I was so lonely. But I didn't want to bother you with frequent calls or emails. Masa was just a rebound.
As she reeled off typical excuses from someone who cheated, my head grew colder and colder.
After all, I've been with Yuichi since our first year of university, and I can't imagine anyone else but Yuichi. I'll never cheat again. Will you forgive me?
Forgive? Amy and I are completely over. There's no way we're starting over now.
I like Yuichi the most, and I truly regret betraying you.
Do you really think just regretting it means we can start over?
Yuichi lent me that. Hello, Emi. It's me, Ratana.
Ratana suddenly took my phone from my hand and started talking to Emi with a serious expression.
Huh? Ratana? I was talking to Yuichi, though. It's because you realized Masa can't earn money, isn't it?
What's wrong with you suddenly?
What are you talking about? You said it back then, didn't you? That you chose Masa because his annual income would be 30 million yen. That you were targeting someone who looked like they'd earn a lot in the future. Masa's job offer fell, though, so you called Yuichi, didn't you? I never said that. But your face was red from drinking, too. But isn't that exactly why it was your true feelings? Looking at people only for money is vulgar.
I don't know the specifics of the conversation that unfolded between Ratana and Emi that day, but I understood that Emi dated Masa for money and betrayed me. So that's how it was. She just went for the guy who seemed like he'd earn more, huh?
No! I told
You don't have to try to cover it up. I'm already completely over you.
Yuichi!
It was a relationship that could be easily broken over just one job offer. Whether I went abroad or not, the same thing would have happened. Thanks for showing your true colors early. Because of you, I won't waste any more time.
What about our 4 years together? Can you just forget them that easily?
I don't want to hear that from you, Emmy. Who was it that quickly switched sides?
By the way, Yuichi, Emmy was in contact with other guys while she was dating Masa and you.
Figures, it's not surprising at all once you know Emmy's personality.
Don't talk nonsense. Do I look like such a promiscuous woman to you?
You do.
You do? Emmy, you were kind enough to show us your line chats with men. It was full of men from top to bottom. It's actually amazing how you have the time, energy, and meticulousness for that.
She says so herself. Isn't that great?
I'm not happy about that. You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Aroma and the others were waiting at home, so I wanted to head back soon. I took my phone back from Ratana. So, I can't trust a woman who thinks, if that doesn't work out, I'll try this. Don't ever get involved in my life again. Even when we're back at university, let's pretend to be strangers, okay?
There's no way I can do that. What will people think of me?
Judging that there was no more value in listening, I hung up the call. Sorry for the wait. Shall we head back? Even if Emmy and I got back together, she would probably cheat again if she found a man who earned more. I'm done getting caught up in that. Thanks, Ratana. I feel much better because of you.
Ugh, I was getting annoyed listening to it too. If you're happy, Yuichi, then it's all good.
Damn it! Damn it! I can't find anything at all! What should I do?
As for Kobayashi, he apparently started looking for a job again. However, major companies had already finished their hiring. Even if there were companies still recruiting, he couldn't even pass the entry sheet screening due to a certain reason. And that was...
Damn it! If only my face wasn't like this!
Kobayashi, who had repeatedly gone after women with boyfriends, finally faced retribution and was beaten to a pulp. With only a few months left until graduation, I wonder if he'll be able to find a job. And Emmy.
Hey, why are you ignoring me?
It seems she was found out to have been keeping many men on the side and is now being shunned in the university as a promiscuous woman. There are even rumors spreading that if you get involved with Emmy, she'll steal your boyfriend. All the men she was in contact with cut her off, and she's now all alone.
Yuichi, let's go to lunch together.
Back to my routine, I'm living a calm life, going to school, talking with friends, and eating meals.
Me too! I'm coming too!
Huh? Thomas, you just drink your protein.
That's me!
Aruma, you have homework to do, don't you? The one due next class? You don't have time for lunch, do you? Oh, Latana, you're trying to sneak ahead.
These new relationships I've made in a foreign land, I won't treat them carelessly. It's a precious bond I formed with these people. From now on, I want to live honestly and spend my time surrounded by the people I love.